Rev your engines and fasten your seatbelts. It's time for Thunder Talk with Dan Bailey, keeping you up to date on everything going on this season at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Now, here's your host, Dan Bailey.
Hey, race fans, welcome to another edition of Thunder Talk. I'm Dan Bailey, and I'm quite excited about what's happening this Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. It is the Redneck 100 Challenge presented by H&M Plumbing and Heating. Not only are the Sunshine Refuse MTS Hornets going to be battling through that 100 challenge, but we'll also have big money paydays for the Black Horse Bar and Grill USRA B-Mods, the Jailhouse Saloon USRA Hobby Stocks as well. As a matter of fact, those Hobby Stocks going to be racing for $1,000 to win this Friday night, and that's why joining me on the program this week is the current point leader in the Jailhouse Saloon USRA Hobby Stock Division at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, Austin Hoeft, driver of the 27H. Welcome to Thunder Talk. Thanks for joining us this week.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You come into this Friday night's program as the current point leader at Mississippi Thunder Speedway in the USRA Hobby Stock Division, and to add some fuel to the fire this Friday night, you hobby stockers are racing for $1,000 to win. So what do you think? You've had a strong start to the year, but you haven't quite gotten that first feature win at MTS this season. Could this Friday night be your night to break into victory lane?
Well, we've had a lot of good luck, I'd say. You know, the competition up here at MTS is just really stiff, and just to even get into the top 5 is pretty good, I think. And I've actually never won before. This is my second year racing, and I just really like coming up to Mississippi here.
Only your second year racing, and here you are, the current point leader. You have about a 23-point advantage over Steve Dwyer, who's a hard charger, currently sitting second in the point standings. And all 3 of your starts this year have produced top 5 feature finishes for you with your number 27H. What is it about Mississippi Thunder Speedway? Do you love the track? Does the style of racing suit your driving style? What is it that's providing this success for you this year?
I think a lot of it's got to go to the track, guys, and I mean, it's usually pretty racy, and you can always have lanes to pass, so that helps you get through and can make for an easier night when it's not just one lane.
Now, you're coming up to Mississippi Thunder Speedway every Friday night from your home in Charles City, Iowa. That's a good almost 2.5-hour drive to get up here. Charles City is over there by Mason City, Iowa. With that long drive to get here and then the turnaround long drive to get home, does that ever put any extra pressure on you as a driver? Do you feel like if you're going to make this long haul to be here, you've got to make the evening successful, you've got to produce some strong runs?
Yeah, it always makes for a better night for the long drive home when you can at least get into the top 5 there. I mean, it's just my dad and my brother who help me, and my brother, he'll usually drive, so that helps out. You can kind of get focused on the night, getting ready to race.
Mississippi Thunder Speedway most definitely suits your driving style this year. Let's take a look at your runs. Opening night, started 18th in the feature, battled your way all the way up to 3rd for a 3rd place finish. The next night, started 13th in the lineup, battled your way all the way up to a 2nd place finish. Just last Friday night, you started 8th, battled your way up to another 2nd place finish. Are you the type of driver that thrives off of battling the competition? Do you like having to work through the traffic, or do you wish, gosh darn it, I could get to the front, there'd be nobody else around me?
Yeah, it definitely helps when you can start farther up to the front, but to not be a few rows back there where then you can have a chance to kind of see where the other guys are going and actually pass. No, you're not holding other guys up.
When you take a look at that lineup and you see your number in the lineup deep in the field, what sort of thought process does that put you into? Are you thinking, all right, it's time for me to eat a bowl of Wheaties, I got to go to work here? Or do you start thinking about methodically how you're going to have to work your way through the field?
Yeah, you just got to be prepared, I guess, prepared for the worst, and just be very cautious. You know, you're going to have to be passing a lot of cars, and you got the chance of running into some wrecks, and just hope to be able to avoid those really helps.
You mentioned having great runs each week at Mississippi Thunder Speedway makes for a much more enjoyable ride home, and I'm sure it also gives you some great cheers from everybody who is supporting your efforts this year.
My big sponsor is Wright's Auction Co. here in Floyd, Country Boy Fabrication, Wolf Farms, the Sled Shop in Floyd, 218th and Fuel Express in Floyd, MB Auto Transport, and Big J's Detail. Those are my main sponsors, and they help me out pretty good. And also my brother and dad help me pretty much most nights during the week. We're working on the car, getting it ready to go for the weekend.
We've spent this time talking about the strong runs that you've had at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, but you've been doing well at all of the tracks that you're visiting this year. I'm looking at your stats right now. You've got about 16 starts, and you're in the double digits with top 10 finishes and a good handful of top fives. So you're enjoying success at all the tracks that you're visiting this year, aren't you?
Yeah, like I said, we've just had real good luck and been able to string a couple good finishes here together, making little tweaks on the car, trying to get it the best we can and make fewer mistakes out on the track, hope for the best and hope for a good draw.
I brought it up a couple of times already, but it's a long drive to get to Mississippi Thunder Speedway for you. Like I said, 2+, almost 2.5 hours just to get here from your residence. So are we looking at an entire 2021 season run for you at Mississippi Thunder Speedway? I guess my main question is, are you in this points battle, or are you just coming up to visit us when you can?
Well, to start the year, we were just going to be coming up here like once or twice maybe, and then we just had such good luck. I think we're just going to try sticking it out the rest of the season and see what it amounts to. Try to get that first win is one of my main goals for this year.
Austin Hoeft, driver of the 27H at Mississippi Thunder Speedway, having himself a great start to the 2021 season. Already 3 top 10 finishes, all 3 of them top 5 finishes, and hoping to break into victory lane this Friday night during the $1,000 to win Jailhouse Saloon USRA Hobby Stock main event. Austin, thank you very much for joining us this week on Thunder Talk.
Thank you.
Hey, don't forget, race fans, this Friday night, it is the Redneck 100 Challenge presented by H&M Plumbing and Heating. 3 classes racing this Friday night, but all 3 of them going to be battling for some great money. The USRA Hobby Stocks, as I mentioned, racing for $1,000 to win. The USRA B Mods, $750 to win. And the MTS Hornets, $500 to win as part of that Redneck 100 Challenge. Also this Friday night, for the first time in MTS history, we're bringing up a Dash for Cash. The Victory Promotions Dash for Cash races are back. Each heat race winner from the competing divisions will be part of a 5-lap dash, and the dashes will be winner take all, cash money on the line. All of that and family fun this Friday night at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Check out their social media platforms for all the information out not only this Friday night's program, but the entire 2021 season. Or look them up online at their official website, MississippiThunder.com.
That was Thunder Talk, keeping you up to date on everything going on at Mississippi Thunder Speedway. Thunder Talk is powered by Arcadia Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
You ever notice that when you're on a fishing trip, you drive your boat all the way to the other side of the lake because you think that's where the best fishing is? And the people staying at the cabins on that side of the lake, well, they come and fish where your cabin is. You don't have to drive a long ways to catch the big fish. And at Arcadia Motors, you don't have to drive a long ways to get the best deal on a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram truck. The best deals are right in the bay next to your cabin. Take the short, scenic drive to Arcadia Motors. ArcadiaDodge.com.